about the break of day. He jumps into his pickup, he heads out on his way. Well, he's got one old crummy, Myrtle is her name. She's a good old one-ton, people and a straight zick was her fame. Rattling up that old logging road in search of a buckskin log. A few pulls on that McCullough, she'd be laying on her dog. He's a woodman, he's a woodman, he's a woodman, smells like sap and gasoline.
Okay, we got to get into this thing here now. It's got a really hard lean. And I mean, if it was sound on the buttress, that would be nice. It doesn't look horribly rotten, but it's definitely going to have a core that's gone out of it. I know these old buggers. They're look at it, friends. I mean, look at, I'm this far away from it. Look what happens when I look up. It's you know what I mean, friends. You know what they're like. I don't have to tell you guys. It's not pretty. And I got some of the stuff in my face, and I try to save out as much greenery as I can whenever I'm doing these jobs. So I just put these on the back of here, like this, pull them around there, give them a little bend up in through there. That should be good. Okay, so look at the bark on this thing, friends. It's just, so I got a feeling it's actually not, see the difference, friends? It's really interesting tree. But I'm gonna hook it up in here. I don't think I'm going to bore cut it actually. I might actually. But sometimes these are nice to let kind of, just let them start going and eating and falling and taking all up that big dirty bit of wood instead of eating all the wood and popping it. Then the tree kind of goes pop and releases, and it could drift actually, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'll see what the wood's like when I cut it. And a high stomach. So what's going to happen here, sorry friends, is this is going to close. It's pretty solid tree. I think I'm just going to put a back cut in it instead of bore it. We'll see. I might eat some wood. So it's going to close here, okay? Eventually. You see? Look at the lean. We're going across the street. So what it's going to do is, but it's not going to close here at all. So that only puts, so it swings. It kind of hits here. And this still stays on, this just keeps folding and folding and folding and folding and won't want to break off that way, you see? So that's kind of a little thing I do once in a blue moon. Me and the skinny kid were talking about it the other day. He's got some crazy names for it.
actually a bonus. Yeah, I wasn't about to bore cut it. There was no point in boring it. I found out on my undercut that the thing was sound. So I wanted it to stay as long as I could and roll it right in the hole. And that's where it ended up. So sometimes when you bore and you got it all set up and you crack that back trigger with that initial pop, that's why you can't make a decision sometimes until you make your first cut. Never know. Look at this tree, friends. You're not going to believe what you see in here. This is going to be amazing. I'm taking some of this. This is perfect time for my friends coming to visit. But I'm going to leave this butt chunk back here. I'm not going to buck it just yet. I'm just going to clear off the road and get the rest of the tree work done. Well, that's actually a bonus. Yeah, I wasn't about to bore cut it. There was no point in boring it. I found out on my undercut that the thing was sound. So I wanted it to stay as long as I could and roll it right in the hole. And that's where it ended up. So sometimes when you bore and you got it all set up and you crack that trigger with that initial pop, that's why you can't make a decision sometimes until you make your first cut. Good looking tree. Real good looking tree. That's a nice bloody firewood, I can tell you that right now.
Another good looking stump. Nice piece of holding wood right across the stump. Nice and even. And up here, what do we got? Another nice piece of holding wood. Good. Very good. I didn't want to throw this one. See this one? I didn't want to throw it this way because it would have picked up that big crown up there. You see that? I kind of wanted to dart it a little bit off to the left. I knew that it would come out not bad. So that came out real nice, friends. I'll catch you on the next one. I just talked to a friend. Okay, I gotta turn this off. You know why? Because I can. These power saws, they don't pull back hard on those cords. It's only those old vintage ones I find. They don't. They just, it doesn't really happen. Now, Brian Hunt. Hi, Pauline, by the way. Pauline Hunt out in Yellow Point. My good friend, really good friend, who was by my bedside almost every day when I got smashed up, asking if he could help us. His name is Brian Hunt. Well, I got an email from a guy today named Brian Hunt, who was just really, almost like, friends, he had a what would you call it, Brian? Mr. Hunt? An appreciation for an axe, so the humble axe and the history and what it stands for and how long it's been around. I mean, cavemen with ropes and vines and sharp rocks, and I mean, you know, come on, friends. It's just so I mean, you know how I feel about the buggers. So, but Brian, Mr. Brian Hunt, welcome to the channel, Brian. Has basically just he's emailed me and asked about an axe, and I told him, I said, Brian, you know, listen, this isn't the program for everybody. It's the axes are a little more expensive. It's quite a wide scope. It's a wide scope. The axe covers a wide scope, and I don't get into kind of talking about it unless it's the right moment. And it was the right moment. And Brian was like, ding, ding, get it 100%. The channel, the message, the axes, where the dough goes. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing, it just clicked for him. And he was like, it was more about the axe. It wasn't about the channel, but the channel, he understood. Does that make sense, Brian? I'm talking to you, Brian, right now. And I know you just subscribed, but that's how it goes here sometimes. No subscribers are safe here. You're just not. To me, friends, we're all the same, every single freaking one of us. Nobody's better, nobody's worse. I look straight across at everybody. Judges, lawyers, police officers, Indian chiefs, everybody. Okay? My mom taught me that. Thanks, Mom. Brian, we're gonna do. Brian was stoked. He's like, you know, no, we're doing it. I'm in. He's like, I want one of your axes. I love them. I've got some stuff to do with the axe. My parents, I get my firewood from my parents, and he just, you know what I mean? I love that revive in people about anything, really. But if it happens to be an axe, I'm just like, yeah, I get it, you know, because I do. You know, so I sent him a little video, a hello video and that, and he's just a good guy. And Brian, I'm real happy you're here, buddy. Super glad you're here. Friends, there's a bunch of emails. I'll get them tonight. I didn't get to them right away. I'm busy. I'm working. So this channel's busy. This is interesting, friends. The channel's at a very interesting stage for me, an interesting position. I think I'm like this close to where, I mean, I will always cut trees. That's hands down. I'm going to waste some more battery and I don't want to. But you know what I'm saying. The channel's very consuming right now. Very consuming. I could do it all day long. I could do it all day long. And if it actually paid my monthly expenses, I would probably do that and cut trees for free, like I talked about 4 years ago when I first came on YouTube. I can't wait for that day, and I'm going to. Mark my words. You watch it. The Bucking Army will be out there helping people cutting trees and doing firewood and splitting, and it's going to be a freaking blast. Because why do you need to charge when you're okay? When you're okay, you know what I mean? Yeah, Brian, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much. We'll talk details later when I get home. I got to get it back on the train here. I got 1 bar left on this freaking battery, and I got a couple more trees to tip, and I want to share that with you. Over and out, friends. Okay, this old growth is lighter than the second growth, by far. Always has been. Look, show you. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing, friends. This tree is probably 3 times as old as this one. Look, this is really cool. This is some of the finest firewood. Fir, old growth fir. This is some of the finest. Look at the freaking difference, friends. I mean, look. I was surprised it was sound. I was very happy. I mean, look at that. Look at freaking that. This tree's 300 years old. It's 300. This thing's 100. Right, 115, 120 years old. Look at. You can almost count them right now, right to the end. You could literally count these rungs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually what I do, friends, I go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Like that. 10. And then I go like 20. Then I go 30, 40, 50. And then it gets tight. 50 years ago, it started to dry up here. So there's 50 right there. Okay? And look how tight it gets. See? And remember, that's a little ways up the tree. So you know what I mean? So this wood's the second growth. But this old growth, look at, friends. Check this out. Try and even count. Try and even count. See what I mean about this? Look. See what I mean about this? See that right there? Like there's the grain. You can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here, You couldn't count that. You need a magnifying glass for that, okay? Well, that's what it's like all through here, except for right here in the beginning of its life. Right there, which was 200 years ago, and it grew nicely. Everything was fine, scooting along. Looks like something happened right there. 200 years ago, maybe it took a beating right there. Look at, friends, look at this. This is way up the tree, friends. It is, it's way up the tree. It's 100 feet up the tree. Down here is where we see the grain. Look, let's go look. This tree is freaking, it could be 400. It could be 400. Let's go over the F and B here. Skedaddle over the F and B and go have a look-see-poo, shall we? Look at this sap pocket here. Look at it. Look at this, friends. Oh, I love the smell of the pitch. Let's get a little of that on us. Splendid. Anyhow, friends, there she be. She's old. Amazing, eh? Yeah, it is. To me it is. To me it is, because we've only been here not long. And these trees were here before that. This blows me away, this stuff. Whoa, F and B. There we go. Right? Over there. Let's load up. We're getting there.
It's a sight to be seen. He's got kindling nighttime birds, 2 gourds of the green. Well, people often ask him why he chose this game. Something about that power saw and the sap running through my veins. Oh yeah, just the smell of the 2-stroke, baby. Yeah, yeah. All over through my veins.
When you get down to these big, stringy, heavy pieces, this is what you're after here. This big gorilla. Hey, Ace, see the gorilla? It's right there. It's right there. It's in a weird spot. It says gorilla right there. Friends, these are wicked axes. I will not get rid of this axe. That's a piece of Canadian history right there, gorilla. And Ace, you've got the same head. All right, the old Merc. She does a nice job. She does a real nice job. I'm just going to go up here and make sure we're clean. I'm going to clean the road off a bit, make sure there's no little fur knots, tire poppers. Right? Looks pretty good, really. I'll just kick a few of these off here. That was a nice job. I would actually come back for that old growth piece. I would. Oh yeah, see, we got to kick some of this off of here. Yeah. Some of those are pretty, you know, that dead fur. In those knots, they get pretty pokey. Anyway, friends, wonderful job. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for watching my videos and commenting in the comment section and being as positive as your human soul will allow you to do. It's so nice. Thank you all so much. I've been on a couple of channels lately. Just it was surprising, like really surprising, what was in the comment section from the video that was on. It was a beautiful video about history, the history of logging back in the earth. It was just crazy. And then the comment section went to hell in a handbasket, and it's sad. You know, it's really, really sad. And I don't talk about stuff like that very often, but we are so lucky. So thank you all so much. It's awesome. Good show. Hey everybody. Listen, thanks for watching these videos. I don't really have a theme or any type of regiment as far as a schedule goes, or you guys know me by now, and my life's pretty busy in that with the whole gamut. No. So I just kind of roll, you know, and I throw a lot of content out, and I hope it's working good for you. So thanks everybody for the positive comments in all the, you know, in the comment sections, and the folks talking in there and that. Michael G, you asked a question about when it's time to replace your bar on your power saw. Well, that's a visual thing and an operation thing. When she starts flapping around in there, and check and see if it's bent. Short bars don't bend that much, but us longer bar runners, we get the bent bar nut from time to time, depending on what's going down. But you'll know, buddy. You'll see the rails. You don't have to flip your bar every filing, buddy, but you know, every day, and after every heavy cut session for sure. Anyway, friends, first attempt at a voiceover. I hope this even works. I don't know if it will, but I truly just wanted to thank people, and I'll just throw a few pictures up and run this voiceover through some pictures at the end of the video. We got a busy week coming, friends. We're hoping for Marius to get here. We're trying real hard. He's got all his paperwork in order. I just want to thank everybody, the monthlies, the one-timers, everybody who's helped out this channel in the last little while. And friends, the channel's growing. So new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Jump in the comment section, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed yourself. If you don't, but leave a comment. Pop right in and say hi to these folks. Over and out, friends. Be kind to one another.